Hello, I'm sitting in my car. I just quickly popped into the shops, and as promised, I said I would give you a video about workouts that you can do in the car. Okay, it's not ideal to drive and exercise. Let me just make that statement. But if you are maybe standing dead still, traffic jam, really dead still, then I would suggest you can attempt some of these. I'm not going to show you too many because obviously there are a lot of things that you can actually do seated, but I'm going to have to show you ones that you can see me, this part of my body, for the first bit. The first thing that you can do is actually try and make sure that you are sitting in a good position. Okay, so what we tend to do, a lot of us have automatic cars or we've got manual cars, but we tend to sit skew on our bums. So first, try and make sure that you're sitting evenly on both butt cheeks and that you're sitting up nice and tall. Now, one of the exercises, and I don't want you to get into a tense position, but one of the exercises that you can do is actually a little bit of a tricep exercise. It's actually just activating the tricep muscles. So it's just thinking of contracting the muscles. Before you can do it, however, you have to get into position. So I am holding the top part of my steering wheel and I am pulling my shoulder blades down. Now, a lot of people tend to pull up their shoulders, but you want to pull your shoulder blades down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and straighten my arms as straight as I can and think about contracting the tricep and then relax and then lock my elbows and then relax and then lock my elbows. So it's not that I'm literally pushing against something. Yes, I'm holding onto the steering wheel and I am contracting my muscle, but I'm not exactly, you give a bit of attention, but you're not pushing the steering wheel too far away. You can try, but you don't want to break anything or accidentally crash into the car in front of you. You just want to focus on activating this muscle. So when you're bending, you're relaxing, and when you're locking, you are contracting. Now, the thing that a lot of people do wrong with this one is they pull up their shoulders. So that's why I said make sure you're in a good postural position, sort of chest out, shoulders back, shoulder blades pulled down, and you want to feel your shoulder blades against the seat, against your seat. So all I'm doing is I relax my elbows and I lock my elbows, and I relax my elbows and I lock my elbows. Okay, another thing that you can do, if you've got an elastic or this is a loop band. If you've got one of these, you can actually do really a lot. I actually tried to do the tricep that I just showed you with it, and it makes it a little bit harder because there's a little bit of extra tension. Obviously, this is when you're not, please don't do this if you know that you're in traffic, if you're sitting still. Okay, so I will be holding it with one arm, and then I'm just doing a front raise with my other arm. You can try and pull it out as well. I'm just going to try and show you the one arm that you can see it in view. So I'm pulling up and I'm pulling out. Okay, that's something that you can do. I tried to tie this onto my steering wheel as well, because obviously when you're driving, you always have to have one hand at least on the steering wheel. Hey? You don't want to just let go. You don't want to not leave the steering wheel. It's not ideal. You can do it. It's not ideal, but you can hold on and then do a little bit of a bicep contraction. The problem is you can't really straighten your arm comfortably. You can, but it's quite tough with this one. So you can do that same exercise, but with a lighter loop band, or with a TheraBand that's a little bit bigger, that you've got a little bit more tension. So it's the same thing. I'm just doing, you can just play around. Put it onto your steering wheel, and like I said, make sure you're holding on to the steering wheel with one hand. I don't even think I'm going to be able to show you. I can try. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to quickly move the camera that you can see me. Okay, so I'm holding on to the steering wheel and to the top of the TheraBand, and exactly the same thing that I did with the loop, but now I'm just doing it with the TheraBand. Another thing that you can do is an external rotation exercise, where you are at a 90-degree angle in your elbow, and hopefully there, you should be able to see me, and then I'm rotating backwards. You can do this without a TheraBand, opening up your shoulder. I would suggest, for me, some of the best exercises to do when in traffic, because you don't need equipment, you don't need to, nobody can see you're exercising, is to focus on your posture. So really focus on pulling down your shoulder blades. So you relax and then you contract. Relax that's contracting. I'm pulling down my shoulder blades. I'm opening up my shoulders, chest out, and I'm focusing on pulling my shoulder blades down. That's very good, especially if you're in an office job and you've been sitting the whole day. All of us tend to slouch, whether you've got an office job or not. But it's just good to really think about activating those muscles. Another thing to do is think about your belly button. You're pulling it in while you're still breathing. Just feel that you're activating, feel that you know how to do it. I actually think it's good to go through your whole body like that. Maybe think, oh, my bum muscles, my glutes. Okay, I'm going to pinch my glute muscles, hold it for a while and relax. You don't need equipment. You don't need magic. You don't need, nobody's going to know your exercise. You can even think, if you're especially in an automatic car, maybe your quad, contract. You can't do too much with your legs because you are using them. But you can even just think, like I said, the tricep, you're just thinking about it. Think about your posture. Another very good thing that you can do always, anyway, but traffic's ideal, is try and focus on the Kegel exercises, where you are literally using all the pelvic floor muscles, and it's that we say, a lot of the doctors and all the magazines say it's like you're stopping the flow of urine. But you really have to remember that your core is like a can of Coke. It consists of, the cylindrical shape is like the abs, the bottom are the pelvic muscles, and the top is the diaphragm. So you always want to think, am I using the diaphragm? Am I stopping to breathe? Am I using my core muscles, the tummy muscles? Am I feeling that, or am I just feeling my pelvic floor muscles? Because oftentimes people can imagine they're holding I really need to go to the toilet. I'm trying to stop a fart. I'm really holding a wee. You're pulling all your sphincters together, and all of them. Number 1 and number 2, all of them. You can see I've got children in number 1 and number 2, huh? Pull them up. And then a lot of people either stop breathing or they pull their tummy muscles in. So that's why I wanted to differentiate for you that, is it without your tummy? Can you do it without your tummy? And then can you also do it with your tummy? Can you contract your tummy muscles without contracting those muscles? So again, just maybe use the time to become aware of your body. Not as much as doing exercises with equipment, because that can be dangerous. If you drop it on your toe or something happens, it can be dangerous, or you get distracted. Maybe just become more self-aware and aware of your posture and aware of where your muscles are and how to use them. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Have a beautiful Sunday further and a great week ahead. I've got an announcement that's coming up too, which I will release soon, and I will be here hopefully on a little bit more this week because a lot of things are coming. So see you soon. Bye.